Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel if you're new and welcome back if you're not. Today we have anti-meta stun for Yu-Gi-Oh's Edison Format 2010 April Shonen Jump Championship Series tournament that was held in Edison, New Jersey. Before we get into today's profile, if you guys like Go, Edison, Tengu Plant, Hat Format, perhaps some of those more niche formats, we got them all here, so subscribe and like for more. Alright, let's do this. We don't have an extra deck, it's just a straight up 40 card main deck, so you will need a side deck based on your local meta or whatever's popular during the big tournament at the time. So we're not going to do that because we don't want to throw you off. But here's the main deck. I think this is pretty solid. A good starting point to go off of. To start off with, we have 3 Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo. I don't know how to say that word. It says, well, let me see. I got the eroded version. This one, same thing, just worded differently. Let me read the older one. It says, neither player can special summon monsters. When this card is flipped face up, destroy all special summon monsters on the field. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty straightforward. Flip up, it's going to pop up literally everything in special summon, which is insane against like Value Turbo. And then neither player can special summon monsters. Yeah, just total blowout floodgate. Level 4, little rock guy. Alright, next up we got 3 Thunder King Ryo. That light beater. It says neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them. So no Rhoda, no Terraforming, no Songen. During either player's turn, when your opponent would special summon a monster, you can send this card face up to the graveyard, negate the special summon, and destroy it. So that's going to be your search. We got your special summon floodgate, and then you get your search floodgate. Here's another floodgate. We're playing 3 copies of Banisher of the Radiance. He says any card sent to the graveyard is removed from play instead. Very simple. 1600 beater. Notice that a lot of them have low attack because they're compensating with their effect. Ryo is the biggest, but he has the worst floodgate of them. Banishing and not spinning a special summon is absolutely crazy. But all 3 of this in conjunction will shut down a lot of decks. That's where I'm maxing out on them. Next up, we're playing some generic control cards because we are anti-meta stun. We're trying to stun them. We're playing 3 DD Warrior Lady. This card is limited to 1 in GOAT format, but it's not limited at all in Edison. She's a crazy card still. We got the 3 different versions here. She says when this card battles another monster after damage calc, you can remove from play the opponent's monster and this card. So she's going to let you out some stuff. Yeah, she's annoying. Next up, another card that was limited to 1 in GOAT, but it's not limited in this format. We have 3 Breaker, the Magical Warrior. On summon, it's a 1900 beater, but also it's going to allow you to remove a counter to go down to 1600 again. But it allows you to pop a spell or trap, so that's going to allow us to go in freely. We don't want to get mirror forced and lose all of our floodgates. That would be a damn shame. So that's going to allow us to feel a little safer and also get some attack on board. Speaking of attack, we got the 2 Cyber Dragon. Just a really, format-defining card back in its day. Still good in Edison format. Against machines, it goes crazy. We can... Oh, yeah. For the extra deck, you need to play some Chimera Type Fortresses. My bad. I don't have them, but I need to add them. It's on my dueling book deck list, but I forgot to put them in my IRL deck. But yeah, you need some Chimera Type Fortress Dragons. Just 3 of them because you play these, and then also if your opponent has them, you can use their monsters. And then we have the 1 Neospatian Grand Mole. Limited to 1 in the format. Really good card, very annoying. It says, at the start of damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can return both monsters to the hand without damage calculation. So you just attack synchros and returns them, or you just put them there and have monsters float back. When you already have a board presence set up, he can be very annoying, just keeping your opponent off a normal summon, just making them resummon stuff out. So that's really nice for us. And then we have a crap ton of spells and traps. Let's get into those. You can play Kaiku in the side deck. I like bringing that against frogs. What are some other options? If you want to play a lot more light monsters, you could play Honest because you play a lot of light monsters already. Like the 3 Ryo, the 3 Banisher, 3D Warrior Lady, 2 Cyber Dragon. Honest, you can probably just throw Honest in there to begin with. If you want to play that, that's also an option. A lot of ways to take the direction of this deck because there's so many options. It's just a generic anti-meta stun deck, so You gotta play whatever the format will allow you to play. Now we got Storm and MST. Very generic. We got 2 Book of Moon. I like this against Absolute Zero. I like this against stopping the bottomless trap hole on a lot of our big ones like Ryo or Cyber Dragon, DD Warrior Lady. DD Warrior Lady can bait out a bottomless, and then set herself, and then she's still a problem face down, so that's not an issue. Or like I said, helping us save ourselves from those deadly mirror forces that would out all our floodgates. You could try and save the biggest floodgate, or the best one. We're playing 3 Smashing Ground. Again, it's just going to help clear our opponent's monsters out of the way. We have a lot of weaker monsters like Falsodyna and Banisher with Radiance, so it's going to allow us to keep pushing through and put damage on the board. And then we have a crap ton of traps. We are a control deck, so control decks typically love to play traps. We're playing the 1 Solemn Judgment, the 1 Mirror Force, Torrential, Dust Shoot, all limited to 1. Good cards in the format. We're going to play some semi-limited cards. We're playing 2 Bottomless. We have another one, but we'll get to it in a second here. For some non-semi-limiteds, we're just choosing to play 2. We're playing 2 Compulse, 2 Dark Bribe, and another semi-limited card. We're playing 2 Royal Oppression. So the fact that we're not really playing, I think Cyber Dragon will be Royal Oppression, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, we have a crap ton of normal summons, so this is going to hurt our opponent way more than it would ever possibly hurt us. The card's absolutely ban-worthy. It's totally delinquent, so if we can play it, we're going to sure as hell play it. The 2 Dark Bribe, I like playing that just for the control aspect. Like I said, we're trying to stun them, so yeah, that helps out a lot. And then 2 Compulse. And then we're playing the 3 Deep Prison. I think being able to banish cards in this format, like Deep Prison and Bottomless, is just really good. So many decks rely on the graveyard, and then especially if you're playing like hero variants, you're going to get to banish their cards so that they don't get to use it for Miracle Fusion. So that's really good. Alright guys, that's the deck list. If you have any changes that you would make, let me know down below. Again, there's so many options you can play in the side deck. Play those 3 Chimera Tick Fortress Dragon in the extra deck at least. I forgot about those, but just put those in. And then if you guys like Goat, Edison, Tengu, Hat format, perhaps some of those more niche formats, anything you guys want to recommend, stick around for that. We do it all here. Got a lot more Edison decks coming out for you guys. We're currently sitting at a little over 200 decks total, so we have a lot of stuff going on. And then of course in the future I'll update this deck, so if you like this deck, stick around for more. I'll probably throw in Kaikus the next time around or something different. Maybe show you that Honest variant. But yeah, that's it guys. Peace out. Like and subscribe.